Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about the 5 style mistakes that every guy makes. So I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. Blake's in New York for Fashion Week this week, so I decided this would be the perfect time to do it. So I have this theory that every guy kind of goes through 5 different stages of stylishness when they're trying to become a more stylish person. I mean, I'm sure if you guys are watching this video, you guys have all made the step or are taking steps to become more stylish or want to learn a little bit more about fashion. So, I mean, I think we can all agree on the first stage is no matter what you're wearing, dress clothes wise, you think you look like $1,000,000. So I remember the first time I put a suit and tie on, I thought I looked like James freaking Bond. And now looking back at those pictures, I realized I did not look anything like James Bond, and I had a very terribly fitting suit. But you know, there's tons of guys and even girls out there that, you know, they see their boyfriend in a suit for the first time and they're like, oh my God, he looks so wonderful. And you know, 90% of the time it's a very, very ill-fitting suit. Now, hopefully this video can kind of, I guess, help you guys skip a few of these steps and go right to being the stylish person that you want to be. So once you've been dressing up more often, you kind of start to realize that you don't really look the way you thought you looked when you first put on that suit or dress shirt or tie or whatever. And you think, well, at least I did, that the reason I don't look this way is because I'm not spending enough money on clothes, and more expensive clothes make me look better. This is the second mistake that almost every guy makes, and hopefully you don't make this decision. Now, I'm not saying that more expensive clothes aren't better quality, aren't, you know, better fitting for your body. They might be, but you don't need to spend a ton of money on clothes to look great. And I got stuck in this rut for about 2 years. I thought if I bought Gucci this, you know, Burberry that, Prada shoes, that I'd automatically become a more stylish person and I would look better. And for the most part, it kind of was true because, you know, most of these brands make a little slimmer silhouette, which I was looking for. I just didn't know what exactly I was looking for. So that was kind of helpful. And I still, you know, kind of realized that there was still a few things about, you know, these super expensive pieces that I would still want to change. So to avoid making this mistake, guys, go with, you know, some DIY brands that are still like maybe a little higher price point, but they're doing it all online so they can give you a better quality product for what you're looking for. That's kind of the best advice I can give to avoid that mistake. And that brings us to point number 3, which I know every guy that, you know, really gets into suits definitely does. And if you didn't do this, kudos to you. So every guy, once they start wearing suits and ties and they learn about pocket squares and lapel pins and you know, tie bars, they over accessorize. So once guys find out that there's all these extra embellishments that you can add to your suit wardrobe, they just think that the more stuff they throw on there, the better it looks. In my opinion, less is more. So 2 of the 3 is kind of a rule of thumb for me. So if I have a lapel pin in a pocket square, I won't wear a tie bar. If I have a tie bar in a pocket square, I won't wear a lapel pin. I do always tend to wear a pocket square though. I think that's kind of a #1 accessory. And if you want to add a little flair, go either lapel pin or tie bar. That's probably the best way to avoid making that mistake. So number 4 is kind of the solution and the problem with once you realize you're spending way too much money on clothes, so back to number 2. But once you realize the expensive clothes you bought still don't fit you exactly the way you want, you find a tailor. And once you find a tailor, you know, you start learning that you can take things in, you can adjust things and shorten things, and you know, you kind of realize what you can really make things fit the way exactly you want them to fit, which is a great thing and also a bad thing, because I'd say the 4th mistake guys make is once they find a tailor, they kind of start to over-tailor things. So I know I have pants that I bought about 3 years ago and I got them tailored and I thought they fit like $1,000,000, and I put them on and, you know, there's just some things like the pant legs are too short, they're like way too skinny at the, you know, at the base. So that's one thing to be careful, guys, of is over-tailoring, but I do think it's kind of a necessary evil so you know how far not to go. So once you've gone too slim, too short, too tight, you kind of realize to rein things in and you find the perfect fit for you. So once you find your tailor, you can go to him, you'd be like, you know how I like my pants, he can do them the same way every time. It's a necessary evil, but it is a mistake that most guys make. So number 5 is kind of the product of graduating. So once you've realized that fit is really the only thing that matters, you know kind of the quality that you're looking for, where to spend your money, you've kind of graduated style. So you're definitely a stylish guy. You walk into any room, you're probably top 5 best dressed. It's a wonderful thing. But I think the 5th mistake guys make is that they don't take any chances anymore. And that, in my opinion, is the most fun part about finding your style. You know, I know there's some things that I would never wear again that I've tried to pull off, and I've tried to pull off for, you know, maybe even a few months. But I feel like you just get stuck in that I know it looks good rut, and you just keep going with what looks good. I know for me, one thing I've noticed is that I stopped wearing patterned dress shirts. So if it's not a solid color, I'm not wearing that dress shirt, which I have a ton of patterned dress shirts in my closet. I just don't gravitate towards them anymore. I'm definitely gonna make a point to try to take more chances in the next few months, you know, just switch things up a little bit, do some things I wouldn't normally do, try some different things out. And I know people aren't gonna like it. Some people are gonna say it's weird. I probably won't even like some of the things in a few months, but you know, style's about having fun. So if you're not having fun with it and you're just doing the same thing because you know it looks good, I'd say you're not doing it right. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. Leave me a comment in the comments below if you think I left anything off the list. And be sure to subscribe to us on Instagram at Gents Lounge. Hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge. And stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks.